Hello everyone, my name is Antonia Carvalo Mendes, and in this video I want to tell you about component of curriculum teaching. The teaching of English has gone through many phases over the years, with various methods being highlighted as the solution to improving literacy levels. Teaching is not only a job of work. A teacher is charged with walking students to the nature of reality, providing rigorous introduction to a certainly discipline and creating an awareness of their responsibility. The role of institution. In the first, the organization culture. The organization culture of a school refers to the ethos and environment that exists within a school, the kind of communication and decision making that taken place, and the management of staffing structure they support. Basic to the organization culture of an institution in its management structure, because its organization design is built by managerial decision that delineate the number and type of job in the organization and the process that subordinate, control, and link them, such as authority relationship, communication networks, and specific planning and organizational techniques. Second, quality criteria in the institution. Language teaching institution vary greatly in terms of how they view their educational mission. Some schools, hopefully the majority, are committed to providing quality educational service. They have a clearly articulate mission to make seriously the development of sound curriculum and set up programs, hire the best available teachers, and provide quality instruction, and the kinds of support teachers need to achieve their best. The following characteristics are the indicator of quality of school or educational institution is in the first. The role of teacher. Many things can be done to create a context for good teaching, but it is teachers themselves who ultimately determine the success of program. Skill and qualification. Language teaching institutions vary greatly in the type of the employee. Increasingly, language schools are recruiting better trained and better qualified language teachers and operating within the finite standard of quality. A number of attempts have been made to conceptualize the nature of teacher knowledge and skill. Core components teacher's knowledge include the following: particle knowledge, content knowledge, contextual knowledge, pedagogical knowledge, personal knowledge, reflective knowledge. A widely taught initial qualification for language teachers focus on 6 areas of basic teaching skills. They are in the first, language awareness, the learners that teacher and teaching or learning context. In the second, planning for effective teaching of adult learners of English. And the third, classroom management and teaching skills, research and material for teaching. And next, professional development. Okay, next, C. The teaching process. That focus here is on the teaching practice that the author within a program, how this can be characterized, and how quality teaching can be achieved and maintained. Regular observation of teachers by other teachers or supervisor can provide positive feedback on teaching, as well as help identify areas that might need attention. Identification and resolution of problems. Timely identification of a problem in a programs is essential to ensure that small problems do not develop into bigger ones. Sharp planning. During process planning, potential problems can often be identified and resolved. Next, documentation and sharing of good practice. Teachers should be encouraged to report on their positive teaching experience. Meeting or mini conference can be arranged in which teachers report in classroom innovation or other activities they wish to share with colleagues. Self-study of study of the program's practice and value as part of the process of self-evaluation and review. Okay, next, the learning process. Understanding of the course or class, it is important to ensure that the learners understand and the goals of the course, the reason for the why it is organized, and talk and the approaches to learning they will be ensured to take. It cannot be simply assumed that learners will be positive disposed toward the course will have the approach skill the course demands or will share the teacher's understanding of what the goals of the course are. Okay, next E. Application of curriculum through lesson plan. The definition of through lesson plan in the act or process of making plans for something, and learning is the act of teaching something to somebody. So the learning plan is a plan for teachers to teach certain subjects at certain grades level and to a certain topic and to one or more meetings. Lesson plan in Indonesian context can be defined as the elaboration of syllabus, which illustrates the teaching and learning activities to achieve the goals of the basic competence. A lesson plan is designed to meet the basic competencies which can be carried out in one meeting or more. Things that should be written in the lesson plan are as follow. 1. Identify of the subject matter, which consists of A. Title of the lesson, B. Class or semester, C. Program especially for senior high, D. Temp, E. Time allotment. 2. Competency standard. Competency standard is the qualification of the student's minimal ability, which illustrates the mastery of knowledge, attitudes, and skill obtained through each class or semester of every subject. 3. Basic competency. Basic competency is assumed of student ability for certain subjects as the reference for determining the indicator for competency achievement in a subject. 4. Indicator for competency achievement, the measurable of observable behavior which show the achievement of specific basic competency as the reference for the subject evaluation. The indicators for competency achievement are formulated with operational verb that can be measured, which cover the knowledge, attitude, and skills. 5. The instructional goal. Instructional goal illustrates the process and the learning outcome achieved by the students in accordance to the basic competence. 6. Instructional materials. It includes the fact, concept, principle, and the relevant procedures, and written as suitable items in relation to the indicators for competency achievement. 7. Times allotment. Time is allocated as much as needed to achieve the basic competency and the learning load. 8. Methodology. Methods are used by teachers to create the teaching and learning process to enable the student to achieve the basic competency or set of specified indicators. The choice of methods should be considered the student's situation and condition as well as the characteristic of every indicators and the competency which will be achieved in every subject. 9. Learning activities. Prep activity. This activity is done at the beginning of the lesson and meant for arousing the student motivation and to focus the student attention as well, so that they can participate actively during the lesson. B. Will activity. This is the mind learning process and aimed at achieving the basic competency. This activity is include interactively inspiratively, joyfully, challenging, motivating the students to participate actively, and giving opportunities to the student to have innovation, creativity, and self-reliance in accordance to their talents, motivation, physical and psychological development. This activity is conducted systematical through exploration, elaboration, and confirmation process. C. Post activity. This activity is done to end the lesson, which can be in the form of summarizing, evaluation, reflection, feedback, and follow-up activities. 10. Evaluation the procedure and the instruments for assessment should be based on the indicators for competency, achievement that refers to the evaluation standards. 11. Learning research. Selecting the learning research should consider the competency standard and the basic competency, as well as the learning materials, the teaching and learning activities, and also the indicators for competency achievement. Okay everyone, maybe that's all about component of curriculum teaching, and thank you so much.